Hi folks, it's Melanie Day here from redhotinternetmarketing.com, and I wanted to get some information out to you today about podcasting, because it's just one of those areas that I think has been around a long time but is about to take off. It allows you to get your message out there faster, wider, while establishing your credibility and increasing your leads. And I want to take you through a step-by-step system that some colleagues of mine have set up to allow you to set up your professional podcast series or your own internet radio show. So there are a whole lot of people in this space, and you can join these recognised internet leaders and other celebrities and be just like them. So there's some of those names on that list like Mark Filsame, Tim Ferriss, Michael Hyatt, Ray Edwards, that you will know and have heard about. And there's a whole bunch of other people as well who are out there podcasting and setting up radio shows, and you can do it as well. But you haven't done it because it's not that easy. There's a whole lot of questions you ask yourself about, how do I go about it? What equipment do I need? How do I get it syndicated so it gets around? How do I update it? How often should I update it? How do I make it go viral? How do I host my podcast? Because I don't want to put it on my site necessarily because it takes up a lot of bandwidth. How do I make money out of podcasting? How do I get it featured in iTunes, not just listed? But how many directories should I put it out to, and how do I prevent it just going out into a wasteland and sitting there with nobody listening to it? So we're going to have a look at a whole lot of things like that in this program that colleagues of mine, Robert Plant and Lance Timashiro, put together. It's called Podcast Crusher. Now, I know you can go search around the internet and find a whole lot of things about podcasting, but you would have done it by now if you had a system in place. These guys have a great system. It's a 4-part, step-by-step, complete training system with a focus on generating expertise, reach, leads, and sales. Let me take you through what they've got planned and what I've been through with these 4 modules. So the first module is using the famous Robert 5-minute technique. Learn all the specific steps you need to get listed quickly in iTunes and all the other places that you might want to get listed in. How to record, upload and submit simply and easily without all the expensive doodah equipment, and you get to follow a live example from start to finish of conceptualizing, recording and publishing a podcast. And then you've got a step-by-step technique to then go and do yours. So in the program you're encouraged to then go off and get your first one done, and it only takes 5 minutes literally to get it underway. So the second module is about being seen as a professional. It's about ranking, it's about keywords and getting your products noted there. So how do you use graphics and music and legitimately use legal stuff to produce a professional finished product? How do you publish podcasts? What time frame? These guys recommend 20 minutes, and I think that's great for time poor people now. A lot of people do 1-hour podcasts, and frankly I don't have time to listen to them, or if I do, they're on in the background and I really don't pay that much attention. In the module 2 you get to watch the second episode being put together and produced while iTunes is approving the first one. So you get to see the whole life cycle of podcasts, and you also find out about what to do to use your keywords effectively and where they should go. The third module takes you beyond iTunes. It's about using your podcast as a business lever to be able to get that reach happening. It's about expanding into social media and hooking into that with your podcast and engaging with your subscribers and getting some interactivity so that you can find out for real what they actually want to hear versus what you think they might want to hear or need to know. You also look at how you test and measure what you're doing to be able to crank up the improvements and get it even better. And you learn the mistakes other people have made and the ones you've probably seen out there where nobody's really subscribing to them and they're just sitting in the void. The fourth module is all about building in that monetization. So once you've got your podcast in place, you've got keywords set up, you've got your syndication happening, how do you then sell? How do you do it without being an overt seller? What ways can you generate content and sales? And how can you garner new listeners and use your affiliates and sponsors to help with that? So this program is not just a series of video tutorials and webinars. You get way more than that. You get transcripts, you get checklists, you get challenges, you get actionable techniques that you can do now, and it's always available so that you can review it at any time and ask questions when you want. So there's some feedback from some people who've already done the program. Complete plan, high value, committed to taking action, no excuses, effective and easy system to implement. So guys, go get it. It's Podcast Crusher. It's been $7. It's jumped up to $17. It's currently $27. Get it before it jumps.